Hey kiddos, for Reader's Workshop today, we're going to refresh our memories about our superpowers. So we spent a lot of time talking about our superpowers that make us super readers. Take a minute and I want you to think. Can you think of some of those superpowers that we learned about and practiced? What are some of the superpowers? Go ahead and say one out loud. Tell me a superpower. Good, good. Can you think of another one? I bet you can. I'm going to show you the chart that we had in school. We are super readers. Do you remember this? Well, I have this next to the slides, but I want to just talk about them really quickly. So let's remember what our superpowers are. We have pointer power. How many of you said pointer power? We have reread power. Remember, when we reread something and make it smooth, it makes more sense. We have partner power. We have picture power. We have snap word power. You guys know a lot of snap words now. We don't even have to sound those out. We know them in a snap, right? We have sound power. We definitely use our sound power a lot. We have persistence power. What does that mean again? That's right. If you are persistent, you don't give up, you work hard. And we have book talk power. So that's a lot of superpowers that we have and use. Today we're going to work on and practice our picture power and our sound power. Remember, when we're looking at words and we're using our sound power, we also want to think about, does it make sense? What were those three things? Remember, does it look right? Does it sound right? Does it make sense? So let's think about that while we're practicing today for Reader's Workshop. I'm going to read with you a book. Is it fiction or nonfiction? That's right, nonfiction. It's called What Do Bats Eat? Does that sound like something that could be real? Absolutely. It's about nature. I see a real photograph. I think it would make sense with the title and the cover that this is probably nonfiction. So what will I expect? Will I expect it to be a story with a beginning, middle, and end? Or is it a book of facts and information? That's right, it's an information text. So I am going to read with you, What Do Bats Eat? And this is written by Kerry Shanahan. Before I even start reading, I'm going to think about, what do I know already about bats? Well, when I think of bats, I think of they're scary, they're black, they fly. I also know that they come out at night. Anything else you know about bats? This is a pretty funny picture. I notice in this picture he's upside down. I wonder if that's something about bats. All right, let's take a look. Before I even start my words, I'm going to look at the pictures. Picture power. Look at these cool pictures. I see, that looks more like a bird. Wow, he's got some long wings. This guy's got a fish in his mouth. Can you see that? This bat has an insect. This bat looks like he's got an insect too. This one looks like, I don't even know, but it looks like a piece of food, maybe fruit. I'm not even sure what this guy's doing. But they all look a little different. I thought all bats look the same. That's interesting. Okay, now let's take a look at our words now that we've already done picture power. Look at the bats. What do they... So Some of you remember when two vowels go a-walking, what happens? The first one does the talking. So what's that first letter? E. It's going to have an E sound. What do they eat? Looking at the picture. E. Oh, eagle? What? Let's see. What do they eagle? Does that make sense? No. E. What about eat? Eat. What do they eat? Looks right. Sounds right because I hear a t at the end of eat. And it makes sense because these pictures are all about bats eating things. So now we're going to use reread power. Go back through to make it smooth. Look at the bats. What do they eat? Good job. I did not expect to see a picture of apples and bananas on a book about bats. Did you? A picture of apples and bananas? Huh. Take a look at this guy. This is the one I saw on the other page. It looks like he's holding something in his hand. We also are going to notice in nonfiction books, we often will see labels. Pictures are labeled. We can do that in our all about books too. Let's go to the words now. This bat eats, starts with b. This bat eats bugs. I would expect to see a U next. That's not a U. Nope, that doesn't look right. This bat eats books. Books starts with B. That doesn't make sense. This bat eats books. This bat eats, all right, I'm using my picture power. Hey, there's a picture of bananas. Could this word be bananas? This bat eats bananas. Hey, that makes sense. This bat eats bananas. Oh, that's kind of silly. I didn't know a bat could eat bananas. Let's look at the next sentence. It eats I bet it's apples. It eats apples too. Well, now that picture makes sense. Let's go back and reread. This bat eats bananas. It eats apples too. Huh. I didn't know bats eat apples and bananas. And let's look at this label. F-R. Bat. Bat. Fruit. What was this about? Oh, apples and bananas. Fruit. Maybe fruit. Would that make sense? Fruit bat. I bet that's the name of this kind of bat. A fruit bat because it eats apples and bananas. Great job. Today, while you're reading for Reader's Workshop, I want you to remember and practice your superpowers, especially your picture power today, okay? Remember, super readers use all their superpowers, and you guys know a lot of superpowers. All right, go be a super reader today.